Hi, first grade readers. Today we're going to take a look at a story called Five Danny Dogs, and it's a fun story about five dogs who are sitting together and hanging out as friends. Do you have a dog? Sometimes they do some really funny things, don't they? Well, that's what happens in this story. It's a fun story about what happens when these dogs see something that gets them really excited. Now, before I have you read the story, good readers help themselves a lot by thinking about the story and working on a few things before they start reading. So I'm going to draw your attention to a few things and then I'll have you read. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the pages for us to this page. And we see the five Danny dogs and they're sitting here on this. Now, that could be called a blanket, but in this story, it's not. It's a different word that could mean something like a blanket, and it's the word quilt. Say the word quilt. Now, that looks a little funny at the beginning, and that's not a word that we read very often. So I want you to go over to page 2. I want you to say the word quilt, and I want you to look through there and see if you can find the word quilt. I'll give you a little hint. Qu, qu, quilt. What part are you going to see at the beginning? You betcha. It's a Q-U, and there's that word quilt. You got it, didn't you? Nice job for listening for those sounds. Now on this next page, this is something that the dogs see, and it gets them really excited. What would your dog do when they see this thing? Oh, yep, they would chase it, right? Well, that's what one of the Danny dogs does. They chase. Say that word, chase. Chase. There you go. It's got two letters at the beginning that make that ch sound. On page 4, I want you to find the word chase. And I want you to look at all of the parts of that word when you think you have it. Do you have that word chase? I knew you did. Chase. There we go. Right there. Look at all of those parts. Good job. Now I want to show you something on the next page. There's lots of ways to say that a dog chased something. And this author uses some words in a way that's probably not the way we normally would say it. It sounds a little funny to our ears, but I want you to take a look at this. Off he went to chase the bird. Off he went. That's how this author says it. So we have to pay attention to those things. Now, I want you to see one more thing at the end of this story. There are talking marks at the end of the story. These are the words coming out of Danny's mouth, and they say some really funny things. So your brain is thinking, you're ready to read, and I want you to remember to look at the pictures before you start reading, because that can give you an idea about what might be in this story. This page has this animal, and it can be called a couple of things. So when we have our eyes there, we know to look for some words up at the top in the words, and your brain is ready to look. Is it bunny or is it rabbit? But your brain's ready to think about that because we know it's not a hippopotamus, is it? Now, I'm going to take you back to page 2. You're ready to read, first grade. After you have your eyes ready, I want you to go down and I want you to hit the pause button, and then you're going to read the page. Do that now. Good. Pause and read these pages. Pause and read. Pause and read. Pause and read. Pause and read. They had a lot of fun chasing, didn't they? And they got the chance to have their friends with them, which was really fun. Well, I hope you're doing good. And here's something that I'm asking you to do next. The next thing I'd like you to do, now that you've read the story, I'd like you to write a little bit about the story. And I'd like you to write a sentence or two about what the Danny dogs did when they saw something. When you have your writing done, take a picture of it and send it to me in a message on Dojo. Your mom or dad could help you with that. Do your writing, take a picture of it, send it to me in Dojo. I hope you're enjoying the better weather. I love that it's getting warm outside. You have a great day. I'll talk to you soon, first grade.